Good morning. Bust case. Remember everyone has said he's crazy of a trafficker. I just bust my case. So it turns out that I was telling the truth all along. The highest court in Romania, the appeal court, has just ruled that the evidence collected against...
When you build your brand on preaching and talking about freedom, you have a huge social media following and become some sort of an icon. Then an evil regime brings fraudulent charges against you and tries to put you in jail, but you defeat them? Well, what do you call that?
The seizure of all the money they took is illegal. We need to remove all the WhatsApp conversations which were falsely translated, illegal. The whole case is illegal. Every single thing in that file was a lie.
But the judge has taken all the evidence, God bless her, and him, the two judges, and said all this evidence is and illegal and fake. Fix it. You got 5 days. DCOT, the heroes of DCOT, have 5 days to fill it with evidence that proves them when everything they worked on in 2.5 years was just...
You might say that this is the origin story of President Trump, right? Actually, this playbook's been tried many times, and they have tried it in many ways around the world. World leaders have not escaped from it, and big-time influencers like Andrew Tate have experienced it too. Andrew Tate went through the same Trump playbook in Romania. Yeah, that far away. Well, Andrew Tate is very close to being free. On X, Tate posted a video with the caption, "Happy International Men's Day," with him and his boys dancing. What were they dancing over exactly? Well, let's find out. So, in a viral news story, a Romanian court found irregularities in prosecutor's case against Andrew Tate. On November 19th, a Romanian court ruled that the prosecutor's indictment against Andrew Tate contained too many irregularities and gave them less than a week to amend or withdraw the case and charges that had been brought against him. The anti-organized crime agency called DICOT is Romania's agency that takes care of matters like this. This ruling caused a major setback for them regarding the matter of convicting Tate. As a part of this ruling, some evidence against Tate was also removed and considered inadmissible in any further cases. Now, this is the biggest breakthrough that the Tate brothers got in the last 2 years since they were arrested, along with 2 Romanian women in Romania. While they were indicted last year and cleared to go to trial, a date was not set. Since the whole issue started, all 4 suspects denied any involvement in the charges brought against them. One of the Tate brothers' lawyers, Eugene Vidiniac, claimed that the alleged evidence they had against the brothers was an empty file. He said, "This is a monumental victory for our clients, who have maintained their innocence from the beginning. The court's decision to exclude key evidence and demand rectification of the indictment demonstrates the lack of substantiated claims against them. This is never a good sign if you're a prosecutor." Right after hearing the appeal by the defendants, the Court of Appeals ordered prosecutors to rectify the irregularities or drop all charges. Tate was indicted in mid-2023 along with his brother. Tate himself said the groundbreaking decision was a triumph for justice, a pivotal moment in the ongoing legal battle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is making headlines around the world. Romanian appeals court finds flaws in the case against Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate celebrates his legal win, and this is going to change everything. Well, we'll let Andrew Tate speak for himself here. Case closed. The case was dismissed today. I mean, technically, we're waiting for a dismissal, right? The judge gave a long list of illegal evidence. This prosecution demanded they removed it from the case file. The list of irregularities was long. There was now nothing left. It's over. The truth has finally been revealed to the entire world. Formalities will soon be freed. The whole saga is nothing but a lesson in tenacity. You need to understand my enemy's strategy. They lied. They filled my case with lies. They knew they lied. They knew the mainstream media would print the lies. They knew the paid goons would spread the lies, and they knew the haters would spread the lies for free.
Down a little bit. If you don't believe in our freedom,
Then you could hands out.
if you don't believe in us flying around the world at the world's largest events, doing the biggest media interviews in history, if you don't believe in us, then if you do believe, then you should already know what coins to have. Because the Tate train hasn't even left station. We are going to have the most beautiful and epic rebound from this Matrix attack that the world has ever seen. We're going to be everywhere. We're going to be in Miami at the UFC one night. Next night we're going to be Japan.
Barnacle FC Marbella. I'll be around.
We're going to be everywhere. Why is he there? We're going to be in slick suits. walking into arenas chanting our names with our coins being pumped to the moon. But our primary objective, once we are free, will be a video. You will see a video of us walking onto a jet, and that is when the work begins. And endless work is going to be my life for the coming years. And I hope that a lot of you are part of the journey. I hope I get to meet you in person. I hope you come to the speaking events. I hope you all get monumentally wealthy. I hope you get rich from all of the things I'm doing.
Their goal was to bankrupt and break me. They endlessly campaigned to have me removed from every single social media platform. The campaign shut down every one of my banks. Any company that ever worked with me was endlessly attacked. Payment processors were shut down for companies I'm not even a part of. But they made one big mistake. I'm a God-fearing, principled man. I would rather watch everything burn around me than let injustice win. There's no punishment worse than the eternal mark of being a coward. So I didn't shut up. And now here we are. Trump won the election. The truth is coming out. I will soon be freed, and we have only just begun because I'm not done fighting yet. Andrew Tate took to social media to post a video about what happens next. I mean, I guess he has the right to be upset. But remember what I said in the beginning? This is the same playbook. The alarming aspect of this situation is that this strategy is employed to undermine some of the most significant leaders globally. Currently, they are attempting it in France with Marine Le Pen, who can be likened to the French counterpart of Donald Trump. They executed a similar strategy with Brazil's Donald Trump figure, Jair Bolsonaro. It's essentially the same method. They target influencers and prominent politicians. Here's the strategy: fabricate a crime, then drive that individual to bankruptcy, ruin their lives, and exploit corrupt institutions within the federal government. Even in conservative states or religious nations like Romania, the approach remains consistent. You don't require the entire government to be corrupt. That would be too costly. You simply need one organization with a handful of corrupt individuals. In Romania, this organization is the counterterrorism agency DICOT. By bribing the top officials and securing a few critical positions, one can weaponize that segment of the state. The government operates like a massive tapeworm, making it nearly impossible to trace these actions. A few key individuals receive substantial payouts to take down figures like Andrew Tate, Bolsonaro, Marine Le Pen, or Donald Trump. With Trump now having succeeded, they realize that figures like Andrew Tate understand the pressure is lessened, the payments have ceased, and the financial flow is diminished. The same scenario is likely to unfold in Ukraine. The conflict will conclude swiftly once funding ceases. And this was the fate of Andrew Tate. The global powers now have larger challenges to address, so they must ease off on Tate. Pursuing him is no longer worthwhile. More significant existential issues have taken precedence, leading to Tate's eventual release. Or do they? It seems like the UK is still on the lookout for the Tate brothers because of a separate case dating back to 2012. While the Bucharest Court of Appeal ordered prosecutors to review their case against them or close it, they have also granted the British request to extradite the Tate brothers, but only after they have concluded the legal proceedings in Romania. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.